being a first responder and coming on the scene with large equipment, boom sprayers, cranes, excavators, stuff like that, do not approach the equipment, until notified by the utility provider that the power is off and it's safe to do so. When the boom is in the power lines, whether it be a sprayer or excavator, just because that equipment is in the power line and touching the ground does not mean the power line is off. If you would go up to that piece of equipment, it's likely that you're gonna create a path to ground and you'll be electrocuted. If the operator's in there and he's fine, tell him to remain inside of the equipment until notified that he can get out when the power company shows up. If he's panicking and feels like he needs to get out, or if there's a fire, instruct them to hop off the equipment and hop away through that step potential gradient of a minimum of 50 feet, if not further. Do not make the scene worse by approaching to help and becoming a victim of electrical contact yourself. Some other situations that first responders might come across the scene of dealing with power lines and utilities upon a rescue or a fire would be storms, windstorms, ice storms, thunderstorms. Anytime that a pole can fall over, get hit by lightning, and the power lines become disconnected from the pole. Floods, quite often, where the power lines cross rivers and creeks. When they flood, the ice flows or other debris will knock the power line poles over, or the underground electric utility boxes, and that can cause a fire. Airplanes, crop dusters, we've had several of those where they'll go through a power line and knock the power line down. All those situations where the power lines fall down, energized like that, it can create a fire, and that's when fire trucks are going to get called out and first responders. And upon arriving to the scene, the best thing they can do is keep back a safe distance and keep the public out of the way, and keep themselves out of the way until utility provider shows up and makes the situation safe, turns off the power lines, and can start replacing poles and repairing at that time.